Bred with that stick-in-the-ass Luca, they have another thing coming. Since I met that man, he's been driving me insane. Okay, I only met him once, but mentally, he's been wreaking havoc on me. Now he's going to be a part of my family. Just great. Way to go and ruin our weekly Sunday family brunch by inviting him. I look forward to it every week, especially now that my brother is home and my best friend Paisley always comes to help Mom cook. God knows I sure as hell can't. Still, I love eating it. I pull an apple out and hand it to one of my horses. Marco is a rescue who is progressing nicely. I run my hand down his neck. I'm still the only one he lets near him, but in time, we'll get that to change. No being ornery today, I tell him before giving him a kiss on the nose and moving on to the next stall. I'm killing time, trying to appear busy. Goldie, can you do me a solid and go into labor? I give her an extra apple. After all, she's eating for two. I think it's time to head in, my mom calls. I slowly turn to see her standing at the open barn doors. She hardly ever comes out here. I'm guessing she came out to collect me because I can normally work my dad over. Dad has a weakness for Grace and women. It might be his only one. I'm busy. I pat Goldie's side. She might go into labor. I need to stay around. Actually, I think I might bunk out here tonight. It wouldn't be the first time I crashed in the barn with the horses. I've been doing it since I was little. My parents used to worry that I spent more time with them than other people. Even in high school, I wasn't one of the girls at the Friday night games or excited about prom. I've always felt at peace around animals. Junebug. My mom's tone changes, making me stand up straighter. A few of the horses dance on their hooves inside their stalls. We all know who is really in charge when push comes to shove. Mom lays down the law. Yes, Mama? I try to feign innocence. Her hands go to her hips. I know I'm not going to win this one. Your brother and Paisley are already here. We need to plan a wedding. She reminds me as if I don't already know this. It's all she's talked about. My mom has been waiting for the day one of us would get married. I thought she would end up waiting forever. I'd never even seen my brother date before Paisley. I think he kind of skipped over the whole dating part when it came to her. He moved her right in and had a ring on her finger weeks later, if it even took that long. God, and everyone in this town knows I sure in hell don't date. All of these people have hooked up one way or another around here. It's slim pickings. There is no way in hell I'd ever be able to handle bumping into someone my husband banged. No thanks. Besides, Mom and Dad make it hard to find love. When I see the two of them together, I know I would never want to settle till I found what they have. I don't see that happening, since I barely leave Cottonwood, and I know everyone in this town. Probably too well, in fact. And how am I going to help plan a wedding? I'm already heading toward her. I know she's as excited about this wedding as Paisley is. I wouldn't say my brother is excited. I'd describe him more as impatient. If it were up to him, he would have married Paisley the second he put his ring on her finger. Stop being stubborn. She pulls my baseball cap off, causing my hair to fall down my back. Go wash up. Hey, I say, holding my hand out to get my baseball cap back. It's my favorite, even if it is a little worse for wear. I got it when my brother took me to my first baseball game in New York, when we all went to the city to visit him. I've been a Yankees fan ever since. Everyone in my family lured me to New York to see my brother, promising lots of different foods. They knew my stomach was the way to get to me. While we were there, they also tried to get me to visit a few colleges. They had all done lost their minds if they thought that even if I went to college, it would be in a giant freaking city. It didn't matter if my brother lived there or not. Big city life is not my scene. Sometimes I wish it was, but I know my soul would die within a few months. I know many people say the city is full of life, but I see the opposite. To me, it seems like everyone is in a rush and that they don't take the time to stop and enjoy the little things in life. I'm not condemning the way anyone chooses to live. It's just not for me. Shower and I'll give it back to you. I don't even smell. I groan. There is hay in your hair. She pulls a piece out, dropping it on the ground. When I had the hat, no one knew. I point out. I know I'm really starting to push it. We have a guest comin', Junebug. I roll my eyes. Yes, I know we have a guest coming. Unfortunately. He's not a guest. He's an asshole. My mom smirks. Why are you smirking? He is. Do as I tell you. She gives my ass a small smack, making me jump. Fine. I huff, heading toward the house. Mom catches up with me. Is there something you need to talk to me about? Nope. I may have given myself away by allowing the pea to pop a little too hard. But who am I kidding? Mom is already on to me. I know I'm out of sorts. Junebug. Her whole tone softens. This is a lot, I know. Mom, I'm fine. I reassure her, not wanting to have this talk. Even as I say the words, I know they aren't right. I haven't been fine since Luca Woods invaded my life. The problem is, I'm not sure why. The only thing I do know for sure is that he gets under my skin and I can't stop thinking about him and his arrogant ways. I'll drop it for now, she whispers under her breath as we make our way up the porch stairs where my brother and Dad are standing. They are both holding beers. I give them a kiss on the cheek. Before I can ask where Paisley is, a loud crashing sound comes from the kitchen. Fuck. My brother barks, rushing into the house. I bite back a laugh. I'm sure Paisley is fine, but I have never seen someone as clumsy as her. It's part of her charm. My dad and mom follow my brother Jackson inside. I start to do the same thing until I hear a car coming down the gravel road. I watch as the fancy Mercedes SUV pulls down the long driveway. The thing looks like it should be in a James Bond movie. It's fitting because when it comes to a stop, out steps a man in a suit. Though he doesn't get out of the driver's seat, he gets out of the back. The driver does not open the door for him. This time. Who needs a freaking driver? This isn't a bustling city. I let my annoyance with Luca Woods show on my face, enjoying that the gravel dust is dirtying up his fancy shoes. I'm sure he hates that. He was raised on concrete. This might as well be the wilderness for him. In the short time I've gotten to know Luca, I put together that the man is uptight. I'm not sure why he's stuck around Cottonwood. He doesn't belong. He sticks out like a sore thumb around here. In truth, I think he just wants to get on my damn nerves for some reason. He's been doing it since the second I met him. It's probably some sort of game to him at this point. Afternoon, kitten. I glare at him. He keeps calling me that. I hate it. But I also kind of like it. I'll deny ever thinking that. Afternoon, Patrick Bateman. I toss back. Who? His brows pull together, and I can tell I've irritated him. Good. That was the point. A little taste of his own damn medicine. Do you watch TV at all? No. Of course not. Probably thinks he's too important to do something as silly as watching TV. Paisley said he's a tech computer guy. Jackson mentioned that he is well known. I knew he had to do something big. When I first met him, he was dragging Paisley and me off to his private plane, which had landed at an army base not far from Cottonwood. We never managed to board it. My brother shut that shit down. He wasn't letting anyone take Paisley anywhere. Still, I had never heard of Luca Woods or his company, Luca Technology. Then again, I haven't opened my laptop, which is about 5 years old, in months. At the moment, I'm not even sure where it is. Probably shoved under my bed with a lot of other things. Movie is American Psycho. You should check it out. Are you going to watch it with me? His expression doesn't change. I can't tell if he's putting me on or if he's serious. I would guess he's being serious, except he keeps calling me kitten. That doesn't seem to fit his personality or normal stick-up-the-ass behavior. Where are you even staying? There's no way he's staying at the one and only motel in this town. He'd probably rather sleep in that fancy car of his than step foot in there. Paisley might have stayed there when she came to Cottonwood, but I can't see Pretty Boy here doing the same. If not for the way Paisley dresses, you'd never guess she was New York royalty. Their family name isn't rich, it's freaking wealthy. Are you worried about me? He makes his way up the stairs to the porch. I want to step back, but I don't. It's a bad idea for him to be too close. My body feels all sorts of things when he gets in my space, things that I don't want it to. No? My breath hitches when Luca raises his hand toward me. I should smack it, but I don't move an inch. He removes a piece of hay from my hair. Heat rushes to my cheeks. I don't know why. I shouldn't care if I look like hell. I've spent all morning tending to the horses. Junebug, go wash up. You're burning daylight. Mom pushes open the screen door. Oh, you're here. She gives Luca a bright smile. I'm Abigail Grayson, Jackson's mom. Luca Woods. Luca holds his hand out to her. Mom ignores it, going in for a hug. Luca goes stiff and kind of pats my mom on the back. It's nice to meet you. Mom steps back. I'm sure she didn't miss him tensing up when she hugged him. Based on what Paisley has shared with me about her family, I believe she didn't receive too many hugs. In fact, the first time I told Paisley I loved her, she almost cried. It made me grateful that my own family was always quick to tell each other that we loved one another. I didn't go a day without hearing it from someone. June here has told us so much about you. Mom! I shout. I did not! That's so. Luca smirks. His face is actually showing some kind of emotion other than a stern glare. I'm going to change, I say before I escape inside and up to my bedroom. When I catch sight of myself in the mirror, I inwardly groan. I really am a hot mess. My jeans are covered in dirt. There is even a smudge of something on my cheek. Again, why the hell do I care? There can only be one explanation. Luca Woods.
Chapter 2. Luca. My eyes flick over to the stairs once more. When is she going to come back down? My little kitten took off on me. One second she's fierce and feisty, the next she's avoiding me and making as much space between the two of us as she can. I've been in Cottonwood for a few days now, and I've yet to run into her again. Trust me, I've tried. I can't stay away from her. And if I'm honest, I don't want to. It's part of why I'm sticking around this small podunk town. I could fly in and right back out for my sister's wedding if I wanted. I don't understand what my sister sees in this place, but I've never witnessed her this happy before. If she wants to stay, I'm not going to stop that. She's had enough of people trying to run her life. At this point, I'm not sure I could even if I wanted to. She has an ex-SEAL for a fiancé. He has deep ties with the government too. We just both do different things for them. The way they met wasn't very conventional. Actually, he was the same man tasked with tracking Paisley down after she took off on my parents. That blew up in their faces. They're still panicking that Jackson Grayson might show the world the kind of people my parents truly are. I've been doing my best to ignore their pleadings. They made this bed for themselves. Their namesake means more to them than money, I think. Not that we'll ever find out. Money isn't something they'll ever run out of. They have generational wealth. We could all bleed it, and it would still never run dry. Not that I touch it. Once I grew up, I realized how dirty old money can be. Decided that I would make my own way. I didn't want them controlling my life. I thought you might want something stronger. June's father, Wyatt, hands me a tumbler with brown liquid in it. Thanks. I shoot it back, not bothering to savor the expensive scotch. I'm not one to drink. I prefer to keep my mind clear, but I could use this right now. God knows, since June Grayson came into my life, my thoughts are no longer my own. She dominates them all. No matter how hard I try to fight it, she's always there, making herself known. I'm intrigued by the pull I have to her. Never in my life have I experienced anything like this. I savor the burn of the alcohol, focusing on it and trying to not think about the fact that June is naked upstairs in the shower. I know tonight, when I lie down, it will be all I think about. It's not hard to imagine what she might look like underneath those tight jeans and snug shirts she wears. I didn't know jeans and a shirt could be so damn sexy, but here we are. Then again, I wasn't one to chase after women or pay attention to what they wore. They tended to chase after me. June, however, runs away from me. I should be thankful. I wish everyone would do the same. But the one I want to stay, of course, wants nothing to do with me. I don't know what to make of her. It doesn't help that I'm shit with people. Reading them is no problem, but interacting with them presents a different challenge. I am adept with numbers and technology. I spend most of my time in my office behind a wall of screens. So, small talk is really not my forte. I set the tumbler down on the coffee table. The family pictures lining the living room's walls now capture my attention. They have so many of them through the years. In all the homes my parents own, I don't think there is one picture of any of us. If there is one, it's one of those creepy paintings. I remember having to remove and hide a few when I was younger. They scared the shit out of Paisley. You own Luca Technology, Wyatt says. I can feel him watching me. He has been since I got here. I do. I'm surprised he knows of it. Most of my stuff is used by the government or large companies. I have some patents too, but you'd have to be deep into the tech world to know and understand that. You're smart. I shrug. What can I say? I can't deny it. With technology, he adds, taking me off guard. I don't miss what he's implying. My Junebug is smart. She's got the sense of a horse. Sense of a horse? I repeat. Right, your city. I forgot. I'm not sure if Wyatt means that as a dig or only a statement of fact. Sense of a horse, he says again. Smart and practical. Can get a feel for someone in a few seconds. It's their way of things. You're born with it. She can be rash, I counter. June didn't know who I was from a hole in the wall, and she was willing to throw herself in front of Paisley. She was about to board a plane that could go anywhere without much care for her own well-being. But you might perceive as rash. Others perceive as quick thinking. His serious expression falters when he speaks of June. A small smile breaks through. All I'm saying is to be careful. Interesting. That wasn't what I thought he was going to say. Are you warning me for myself or her? Both. We stare at each other for a long time. How about I get you another drink? His whole demeanor changes, going back to the relaxed man I'd been introduced to when I first arrived. Wyatt doesn't wait for a response to his question. He grabs my tumbler off the coffee table, leaving me alone in the living room.
Hey!
Paisley comes bouncing into the room.
Are you doing okay?
She gives me a skeptical look. I'm good.
Really?
A laugh bubbles free.
I'm still kind of shocked you stuck around.
I told you I'd walk you down the aisle. Her request surprised me. I didn't deserve that honor. I've been a shit brother to her a big chunk of years. When I hit 18, I took off. I got out of our family's life without looking back, no matter how hard our parents tried to pull me back into it. I knew Paisley was off to boarding school and then college. She was so much younger than me. 8 years separated us. But when we were young and actually home, I always watched out for her. I kept tabs on her, but not close enough. It wasn't until she took off that I was aware she was out of college and back stateside. My sense of time can blur. When you work in an office with no windows, it happens. I slept when I was tired. I didn't keep track of those kinds of things. There was no need. I didn't have anyone to explain myself to or answer to.
Things can be different, you know.
They will be. I didn't want us to be like the rest of our family. I'm just not sure how great of a brother I could be. I wasn't one to offer a hug, small talk, or call to check up. This is all new to me. I came to Cottonwood to find my sister because I knew she was in trouble. Sure, I could fix a problem. That was easy. Beyond that, I have no clue. I'm really not good at relationships. I've never needed to be. When I hear the click of boots coming, my eyes go to the stairs. This time June has on jean shorts, showing off her toned legs. She has on a simple black shirt that might as well be a second skin. The curves on this woman are endless. What I wouldn't do to grab onto that hem. So many dirty thoughts flash through my mind, but I somehow maintain my composure.
You two are still not getting along?
Paisley asks, a small pout forming on her lips. It's she who doesn't get along with me. June doesn't spare me a glance. She passes by, heading toward the kitchen where everyone always disappears.
June, that pie is still coolin'. We're about to eat.
I hear her mom yell at her.
June could eat the whole pie and still have room for a whole meal,
Paisley informs me.
I don't know where she puts it all.
June is a tiny thing, but she has an ass on her. She doesn't like me. I changed the subject back, not wanting to touch that one. I'm sure my sister doesn't want to know what I think of June's body. I'm still reeling from it. I've heard some men are ass or tit men. I guess I'm an ass man because June's is the first I've ever noticed.
I'm sure she's over that now.
Paisley waves her hand dismissively.
She thought you were taking me away from Cottonwood, but now she knows you were trying to help.
She beams up at me with a giant smile.
June loves everyone, unless you're rude. Then she'll give you a taste of your own medicine.
There is something I want to give her a taste of. But I don't think June would have any part of that.
I'll talk to her.
Don't, I quickly say. The last thing I need is for my baby sister to come to my defense.
Maybe if we all hang out or something,
Paisley suggests.
Dinner,
June shouts through the house. Got you another one. Wyatt hands me the scotch. I shoot it back again before I follow them into the dining room, where the whole table is covered in food. You'd think it was Thanksgiving and not a Sunday afternoon. I take the chair across from June. This all might be strange and foreign to me, but at least I'll enjoy the view.
Chapter 3. June. All through dinner, my mom and Paisley go on about wedding stuff. I hate that a part of me feels jealous. My mom is so excited and animated. I've never been the girly girl that I'm sure she longed for. It's not that I believe she doesn't love me. I'm thrilled for Paisley. If anyone deserves a family, it's her. When she talks about how she grew up, it breaks my heart. I couldn't imagine a life with parents that didn't love and support me. Not wanting to invade their bonding time, I eat instead, knowing that Luca is staring at me. Why? I have no freaking clue. He's probably judging me for one thing or another. When everyone is done, I help clear the table. It gives me an escape and keeps me busy. When I come back into the dining room to grab more dishes, Luca snags me by the wrist. This isn't the first time he's done this. He also did it the first day I met him when I told him if he was taking Paisley, I was coming with them. He hadn't shot down the idea. He dragged me right along. "What are you doing?" "Come with me." He gives me a tug, forcing me to follow him. I should protest, but I can't bring myself to do it. Luca heads for the front door, taking us out onto the porch. "Why are you dragging me around again?" I try to tease him. "I can't help myself." He comes to a stop. His thumb brushes back and forth against my skin. He's still holding on to me. "I thought maybe I remembered it wrong." Luca mutters. I think it's more to himself. "Remembered what wrong?" I ask, confused by what the heck he is talking about. "How soft you are." Whoa, I really didn't see that coming. "You don't like me." Before things get out of control here, I remind him. "I like you." His brows pull together with a perplexed expression. I can't help but laugh. He could have fooled me. I mean, if this is what him liking me looks like, then I'd hate to see what disliking me would. "I'm guessing you're not too thrilled about that?" "I didn't say that." His words were unnecessary. His actions speak volumes. "You didn't have to." I pull my arm back, but he doesn't let me. "Don't. I want to keep touching you." My stomach tightens, enjoying him saying that way more than I should. Of course, my body decides to betray me. "Why were you so quiet?" "When?" "When we ate." "Maybe I'm always quiet." "Not what your mom said when you left the table." "It's nothing." I glance back toward the front door to see if anyone is watching us. "Show me around." Luca keeps holding me by the wrist as he leads me down the stairs. "Is this your way of holding hands?" I laugh. He shrugs like he really doesn't know. It makes me wonder. And God and everyone knows I can't help myself. If I want to know something, I'm going to find out. "Have you held hands with anyone before?" "No," he says simply. I thought it might embarrass him to admit it if it were true, but it doesn't. I soften toward him. Like this. I go to take his hand. He allows me to, but then he ties our fingers together. "Now, tell me why you were so quiet." "Maybe it was because you were there." "It wasn't." He calls me out right away. "You know, you look kind of funny walking around on a ranch in a suit." I try to steer the conversation in a different direction. "I'll manage." He had taken off the jacket and rolled up the sleeves of his dress shirt. "Now, stop changing the subject." I didn't have anything to add. Mom and Paisley were doing their thing. "You didn't want to help plan the wedding?" "I don't know." I give a small shrug. I'm happy they are getting married. That means my best friend will be sticking around, and I get my brother back too. "But things are changing." I nod. I suppose they are changing, just not for me. And that's the problem I'm having with it all. It would be nice to be asked for my opinion. The words tumble out of my mouth. I'm not sure where they came from, but they're true. I know Paisley and my mom are not intentionally doing it, but I can't help but feel left out. It's really silly because I know it's not their intention at all. "You could help me pick out a suit," he offers with a smirk. "I think you have that covered." I laugh. We come to a stop when we reach one of the fences that stretches along the south side of the property. I release Luca's hand to climb up and sit on top of it. I'm actually eye level with him now. Luca rests his hand on my bare thigh. I lick my lips. "I was sure you didn't like me." "Why?" "You kept calling me kitten and bossing me around." "What's wrong with calling you kitten?" I chew on my bottom lip. "I don't know." I huff when I can't come up with a reason. "Maybe because you like it?" "I do." I cut myself off. Maybe a little bit. Luca lets out a low chuckle that's sexy as hell. I don't think I've heard him laugh. I've never given someone a nickname before, he admits. Okay, now I might love that he calls me kitten, but I'm not admitting that. I'm still not sure what is going on here, but more than that, I don't think Luca does either. I don't think he's cold and bossy because he's not trying to be a dick anymore. I'm starting to see that maybe it's all he knows. That first day we met, when that vet was drooling all over you. Vet? I swear, I never know what Luca might say. I really like that about him. Oh, Doc Baxter. How is that the first thing that comes to his mind out of everything that happened that day? He wants to fuck you. Luca's mouth forms a straight line. He's not doing so well with hiding his emotions anymore. No, he doesn't. I shake my head. All the girls in Cottonwood want Baxter. He could have his pick. I saw Kara hitting on him a few days ago, and she won Miss Colorado 2 years ago. She never lets any of us forget it. He does. Trust me. We're kind of friends, I try to explain. No, you're not. He runs his hand through my hair, frustrated. At least, not anymore. You're not. What the hell? I punch Luca's shoulder. It doesn't faze him. He's the new local vet. He helps with my horses. Luca's expression tells me he's not buying it. That's not all he wants to help you with. He wants to fuck you. Will you stop saying that? My cheeks are starting to warm thinking about fucking. Not that I've ever done it, but now I'm thinking about it, and it's Luca who is with me. And no matter how much fun I make of his suits, I can't deny for a second how hot he looks in them. It's true. How do you know? Because I want to fuck you too. My mouth falls open. Holy crap. Did he really just say that? That's so crude. His words shouldn't bother me. I've spent my life around cowboys and at rodeos. There isn't a thing I haven't heard. But I don't want to be a conquest. I try to hop off the fence, but Luca stops me. Kitten. His hands reach my hips and he steps in between my legs. Didn't come out how I meant. I pause, wanting to hear him out. I'm also enjoying his hands gripping me. Jealousy got the best of me, but I stand by what I said. He wants you. Luca's hands tighten on my hips, his fingers digging in. But he's not going to have you. You know you can't boss me around. It's terrible, but his jealousy is, for some reason, working for me. If it were someone else, it would raise concerns. I would be verbally ripping them to shreds for thinking they could tell me what to do. Maybe not, but I could make him disappear. Luca! I'm not going to kill him. He shrugs. Maybe just ship him off to another country. And how would you do that? I don't know why I'm even engaging in this, but again, I can't help myself. I always have to know. Everyone has a price. No, they don't, Luca. I rest my hands on his shoulders. Doc Baxter might, but not everyone. I bet there's no amount of money in the world that could get my dad to leave my mom or my brother to leave Paisley. They are a shining example of true love. It's what I want more than anything. Is that the whole true love thing? It's not a thing. Scientifically. Knowing he is going to spew nonsense about it not being real, I interrupt him. Without thinking, I press my mouth to his. I expect him to stiffen or jerk back, but he doesn't. The second my lips meet his, Luca is deepening the kiss. His tongue slips between my lips. I follow his lead, kissing him right back. Neither of us stops until we're both breathless. My lips tingle, as do other parts of my body. I had no idea a kiss could be that way. That was... I trail off, not having a word for it. I expect Mr. Smarty Pants to have one, but he remains silent. So,
You're right.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I laugh. What am I right about?
Maybe there is true love.
Even as he utters those words, his expression of uncertainty takes over. You could be good for a girl's ego. One kiss, and I've got you thinking about true love. I wiggle my brows at him, trying to make light of it all. Inside, my emotions are running rampant. I think Luca might be able to run hot and cold. In fact, a few minutes alone with his thoughts could undo everything that has transpired in the last 5 minutes between us. I need to remember that. He could really break my heart. I was cursing at him a few hours ago, and now I have just given him my first kiss. This man is dangerous. Tell me what you wanted to say before, about the first day we met. I smile now, thinking about it. You mentioned that you weren't through with me. What did you mean?
Exactly as I said. I'm not done with you.
Yeah, I got that. Done with me for what?
I have no fucking clue, kitten.
You know, before today, I wasn't sure you could even curse. I was sure you had a stick up your ass.
I typically don't.
He shakes his head.
But you bring it out of me. Make me do things that are out of character.
Once again, I'm not sure if he's happy about that or upset. Me? I pretend to be offended. Hey, what are you guys doing? I hear Paisley shout. Luca quickly steps back away from me. I was showing him the sunflowers. I point over my shoulder. Come back up. We need to talk about bridesmaid dresses. I hop off the fence. I'm coming. I flick a glance over toward Luca. Is he embarrassed about the possibility of being caught with me? You coming up?
Yeah.
He grabs my wrist again.
Who is Patrick Bateman?
He asks, once again surprising me. I burst into a fit of laughter. I don't think I'm done with Luca Woods either.
Chapter 4. Luca. Who came up with such a barbaric idea? I don't think I've heard of anything dumber in my life. I can't believe Jackson would be okay with this. I have seen the man in action. He is very possessive of my sister. Does the Backwoods Brew have cameras? I'm sitting in Jackson's office. I came over for a final fitting for our suits. That's when I learned about this bachelorette party June planned for Paisley. I have lingered around because I couldn't do the one and only thing I wanted to do in this damn town. See June. Over the past few days, I've spent as much time with her as she's let me. I'm addicted. I can't get enough of her. The more I have, the more I want. It's insane. I have no clue what the hell is wrong with me. She's all I can think about. To be honest, most of the time I spend with her is more me following her around and listening to her carry on. She's unlike anything I've ever witnessed before. June can't make it out of anywhere in this town without someone stopping to talk to her. There is a pull to her from everyone around her. I can't help but be jealous sometimes when she has to give other people attention. It's utterly ridiculous, but I have no control over it. One morning, we went to breakfast at the diner in town. There was no one in there who didn't know her. I did not wish to part ways, so I agreed to accompany her when she suggested it. I was like a lost puppy following her around. First, she stopped by the library, where she was dropping off a donation of books. She then went to the police station to check on the older woman who handles dispatch. Apparently, she'd been out sick. June wanted to take her lunch. It was one thing after another. I don't think June knows how to sit still.
Does it really matter?
Jackson pushes back from his desk, getting up to make himself a drink. He holds up a glass in a silent ask if I want one. I shake my head no. This is not the time for that. I need to maintain a clear head tonight. No. I stand. Do you mind? I don't wait for an answer. I'm already clicking away on his computer before he can finish pouring his drink.
You need a password.
When I glance over at him, he pauses.
Never fucking mind.
Jackson drops down into the chair I just vacated. I've never needed a password for a computer in my life. I suppose one of the pros to having absent parents is it gives you a lot of free time to do whatever you want. I used that time wisely, learning everything I could. There isn't anything on here I couldn't find out if I wanted to, without ever touching your computer. I'm not being arrogant, just honest. Hacking into people's home computers is child's play to me.
Don't remind me.
Why would you agree to a bachelorette party? I mutter, annoyed as shit.
You've met my sister. Either let them do it or she'll sneak and do it.
This is true. When June gets her mind set on something, there's no changing it. The girl is determined. I start pulling up available cameras on phones. For a second, I think maybe I clicked the wrong location because I see a group of women in their late 60s sitting together. Is that yarn? Jackson gets up to make his way around the desk.
That's the Crafty Stitches. It's a sewing group.
They have their group at a bar?
No, I'm sure June invited them.
Jackson shrugs. Paisley sews? He barks a laugh.
No, that's Junebug.
Right. It shouldn't be shocking to me. That is very June.
Are you on people's phone cameras?
I don't bother responding. I'm not sure if he's shocked or impressed. Finally, after shuffling through a few dozen, I found my kitten in one of them. Someone is actually recording. What is she doing? I grit out.
It looks like she's leading the line dance.
On top of a fucking bar, I shout. Jackson gives me another one of those shrugs that stops short when the bartender helps Paisley up onto the bar with June. Guess he's done being so nonchalant about this whole thing.
Cole,
Jackson grits out.
It was his responsibility to monitor them closely.
I keep watching. Next, Cole helps Abigail get onto the bar with them. I didn't see that one coming, but she is June's mother. That wild spirit has to come from somewhere. I have to go. They can't keep me out of a bar. It's a public place. I can't stand around while my little kitten is up there with every pair of eyes in that bar staring at her.
I'm coming with you.
It's about time he got as pissed off as I am. This is ridiculous. They have a wedding tomorrow. I understand it's not until nighttime, but it's still a concern. I know I'm grasping for anything to get them to leave the bar. I could do what I did that first day and simply take June. She'd been more of a willing captive that day. I'm not so sure she'd be the same tonight. But I also think she's trying to ruffle my feathers, that she likes to get a rise out of me. When we leave the house, I motion to my driver that I'm riding with Jackson. Owen is more than just my driver. He's also my security. Not just any. He is government contracted. I often deal with a lot of sensitive information, so it's important that the people around me are people I trust. It doesn't take long for Jackson to get us into town. Oddly, this is one of the things I've enjoyed about Cottonwood. Getting around is easy. You can get to town quickly, but it also doesn't take much time to get out in the middle of nowhere. I could appreciate the isolation. We pull into a parking lot. When I get out, I toss my jacket to Owen and roll up the sleeves of my button-up shirt as I make my way inside the bar. The smell of stale beer assaults me. For a second, I tense up. All the people are mushed together, speaking loudly over the blaring music. As soon as I spot June, everything else fades from my mind. I can't take my eyes off her. It's as though she has me in some sort of trance. She does a spin, her hands going to her hips as she does another little hop. Everyone follows her motions. I don't know what the hell Jackson meant when he said she was leading the line dance, but now I get it. An older lady, one I'm pretty sure was with the crafty stitches, is holding up shots for them. June leans down to take it from her hand, staying on top of the bar. She and Paisley click the glasses together before shooting them. With the back of her hand, June wipes her mouth. I don't know why I find the motion adorable. She frequently makes me shift to finding her sexy and adorable. I didn't know both could be used to describe a person, but June isn't typical in any sense of the word. When her eyes land on me, I expect her to be pissed that I'm barging in on her girls' night. Instead, her whole face lights up with a giant smile. She hops off the bar, coming toward me. My heart rate picks up the closer she gets. I swear, for a few moments, the music is blocked out and all I can see is her. "Luca!" she squeals, throwing herself at me. I catch her, pulling her body against mine. June wraps her hands around my neck, pulling me down for a kiss. My hands go to her ass, lifting her as I kiss her right back, tasting the sweetness that is not only her, but whatever she's been drinking tonight. I deepen the kiss, not giving a shit who can see us. If anything, I want them all to see it. She's like a drug that I can't resist. I've been craving her taste. I haven't gotten another kiss from her since that one we shared on our walk. The sound of catcalls and whistles rings out throughout the bar. June pulls back, her lips swollen and red from our kisses. "You came." She licks her lips. "You wanted me to?" June nods her head. "Why didn't you say that?" I keep a firm hold on her. Not that she's trying to get away from me, but just in case. You can never be too sure of anything when it comes to June. She enjoys surprising the hell out of me. I should loathe that, but with her, I find I like it. "I don't know." She shrugs one of her delicate shoulders. Her cheeks start to turn pink. "It was a fight not to text you." I don't understand why you would fight it. I carry her over to where Paisley and Abigail are so that we aren't standing in the middle of the bar. June isn't paying attention to anything around her except me. She plays with the top button of my shirt, undoing it and then another. "I guess I get a little shy with you." "You're shy." That's not a word I would ever think to use to describe her. "I don't know." June face plants into my chest, right below my neck, so I can no longer see that beautiful face of hers. I don't think she's used to feeling shy. I'll fucking take it. As much as I'd rather she text or demand I be somewhere she is, I love that I can draw that shyness out of her that no one else can. I enjoyed the hell out of her texts over the past few days. Sometimes I don't even understand the memes or jokes she sends, but I get a weird thrill each time my phone goes off when I get a message from her. Everything about June is light and easy. It's different from everything else in my life. I sit her down on one of the high chairs at the bar, but I don't let her go. I can see my sister out of the corner of my eye staring at us, with her mouth hanging open. I'm guessing June hasn't told her much about us. Your family is staring at us. June slowly lifts her head. "Look around. Everyone is staring at us." When I do, I see that she's not wrong. A lot of people are watching us, some openly while others try to hide it. I don't understand why. I see some other couples full on making out, one right on the dance floor. "They aren't used to me throwing myself at a man and kissing him." Why not? My whole body tenses when I ask the question. "Come on now." She playfully rolls her eyes at me. "Like you don't know." "Tell me," I order, wanting her to say it. June motions with one finger for me to come closer. I lean down. She brings her mouth to my ear. You're the only one I've ever kissed. I can't stop myself at that. I kiss her again.
Chapter 5. June. Slowly, I open my eyes. I do not remember my bed ever being this hard before. A bare chest greets my eyes. A hand rubs up and down my back, causing goosebumps to form on my skin. I feel at peace. Bits from the end of last night come back to me. I demanded that Luca and I continue the night, but once my dad got there to pick my mom up, he wasn't letting me go home with him. So I dragged Luca home with me. Then, after everyone went to bed, I snuck into the guest room and cuddle-attacked him. If you want, I will roll over and close my eyes so that you can flee the house.
Not going anywhere.
His hold on me tightens. I'm freaking wrapped around him like a koala bear. A knock sounds at the door.
Come in.
Luca responds. Wait! I try to pull the blanket over me. I'm not naked or anything, but still. The door opens to reveal my mom. She's got a tray with her. Mornin'. Mom chirps as she comes into the room. You'd never know, given how put together she is, that she had been out taking shots with us last night. Before pulling the curtains back, she sets the tray down on the table next to the chair by the bay window. We've got a wedding today. She beams. Maybe we'll have another one soon. Mom! I hiss. You're supposed to be hitting him with the newspaper, making him run from the house, not encouraging him. Why would I do such a thing? I want grandbabies. Oh my God. I groan. But thankfully I find the blanket to pull over my head and hide. Luca silently laughs, his whole body shaking. At least someone finds this funny. Your dad tended to the horses, so don't worry about it. Thanks. I mumble from under the blanket. Hair and nails. She reminds me before I hear the bedroom door click closed. Luca flips the blanket back. He rolls, pinning me under him. My legs wrap around him like it's the most natural thing in the world as he kisses me. His cock presses against my sex, making me gasp.
Are you sober now?
I nod my head, wondering what he might do.
Good, because I'm going to do what I've been thinking about since I laid my eyes on you.
I don't get a chance to ask anything else. Luca slips down my body. His fingers grab the top of my shorts and he pulls them along with my panties down my legs before tossing them away. Luca? I whisper.
Been dying to taste you,
he says before his mouth descends onto me. His tongue slips between the folds of my sex. He groans at my taste as he eagerly seeks more. He licks and sucks at me like a starved man. It's all so intense and fast. The orgasm hits me hard as he hungrily eats at me. I try to be quiet, but I'm not sure if I manage to. At this moment, I don't care. I let the pleasure wash over me, soaking it all in. My body jerks and shakes at the overwhelming sensations. Never in a million years did I believe it could feel like this. Luca. My whole body jerks when he takes a long lick of me. I peek down at him through my lashes to see that I've got a handful of his hair in my hand. I let go. I don't even recall grabbing him.
You taste incredible.
He moves back up my body. I can't believe we did that. That shyness I'm not used to tries to take over.
We're going to do more than that.
He brushes his mouth against mine.
But I need you to leave this room before we do it all right now.
What if?
I'm not rushing the next part. Getting a taste of your pussy might be able to help keep me off you for the rest of the day, but there's no guarantees after that.
Might? I smirk. Kitten, he growls. Get the hell out of my room. I might be offended if he didn't look like he was fighting every bit of his control. You have to get off me first. A small laugh bubbles free. Before rolling off me, Luca presses one more kiss on my lips. He watches as I snag my shorts off the floor and quickly put them on before I flee the room back to my own. The rest of the day flies by. All I can think about is everything that's happened between Luca and me. Thankfully, we're all so busy that Paisley and my mom don't get a chance to grill me about what is going on between Luca and me. I'm not sure I can give them an answer. This could all be fun, a summer fling or whatever, but I hope it's more. I want that so badly. Luca isn't like other men I've met. He does not play any games. He is direct. A few days ago, I was worried that Luca regretted our kiss because, well, he always seemed to be around. Until the bar last night, he never made a move to kiss me again. After this morning, he's made it very clear that he wants me. The question is, for how long? All through the wedding, I keep thinking about what it would be like to have a wedding of my own. I know I can be a little rough around the edges, but I want the fairy tale too. Hell, I want the complete package, including a family of 2 to 5 children and my own farm. I actually think I'd want a whole lot more than 2 or 3 kiddos. Luca is making me fantasize more about that. The only problem with it is that I don't believe he's the kind of man who would live on a farm. It might be okay in the beginning, but I believe the novelty of it would wear off. I think he's already growing bored of this town. My eyes search around the beautiful tent that is set up outside. Dozens of tables topped with flowers are scattered around the whole room with a dance floor in the center. There are twinkling lights strung across every inch of it. Mom really did an incredible job. There are even chandeliers hanging covered in jewels. She pulled together a wedding for a princess. I try to find Luca, but I keep coming up empty. Every time our paths crossed today, he gave me a heated stare that was filled with promise. Now that the wedding is over, he has no reason to stay in Cottonwood. I wonder how much time we might have left together. The thought has me second-guessing everything. Could I continue with Luca, knowing this will likely come to an end? I'm not sure my heart could take it. I already think I'm a little bit in love with him.
Chapter 6. Luca. I hand the secure government phone back to Owen. This was the last thing I needed to deal with right now. Any other day, I would have been looking forward to the challenge of a new project. This was not that day. The only thing I'm looking forward to is getting June alone all to myself again. This has been a problem all day. Everyone is always stopping to talk to her. June never has a moment alone. Sir, we both know you have to go back. I know, I grit out. This isn't a small project. It's not something I can turn down either. Some of the older systems, not updated for missile defense, have experienced a handful of data breaches. It was an issue I actually brought up a year ago. They not only want me to fix the problem quickly, even if it's only temporary, but also put a completely new system in place. It's going to take all of my focus and time. Have the plane on standby, I tell Owen, before I head back toward the wedding party that is now in full swing. I think the whole damn town is here. It doesn't take me half a second to spot June. The floor-length, soft purple dress makes her appear like she's floating as she moves through all the tables, talking to people. Although she looks stunning in the strapless dress, I believe her jeans and cowboy boots will always be my favorites. They're who she really is. I watch her for a long moment, knowing I'll have to be a dick and interrupt if I want to steal her away. By the looks of it, she's not going to be left alone anytime soon. You know what you're doing? Jackson comes to stand beside me. With June? I shake my head. Not a fucking clue. Jackson actually laughs before once again growing serious. You're leaving. It's not a question. I knew from our first encounter that he had pull at the local military base where my plane has been sitting since I arrived in Cottonwood. I'm sure someone informed him when I put it on standby. Both Jackson and I have deep government ties, but in different ways. I don't have much of a choice. His brows lift in understanding. She'll understand then. How fucked up is that I debated it? I know it is. People's lives could be at risk. It's the first time in my life that I've ever even considered not going when a call came in. It's par for the course, though. June has me doing all sorts of stuff that I've never done. You can't look at it that way. You're not picking her or this. Go and get whatever it is dealt with, and then come back. He makes it sound easy, but it's not. It doesn't help when I see that vet making his way toward her. Nice chat, Jackson says, before I can tell him I'll talk to him later. I can tell he's holding another laugh in. I don't make it halfway across the tent before my sister is in front of me.
What are you doing with my best friend, Luca?
Paisley tries to give me a fierce glare, but she fails miserably. I want her.
She's not a toy.
When have you ever seen me play with toys? I keep my eyes on June over Paisley's head. The vet is talking to her, but they aren't standing super close to one another.
Well, never. I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. What are you doing with her? The two of you are night and day.
You don't think Jackson and you are night and day? She lets out a small huff.
Listen, June can give as good as she gets, but that girl is a marshmallow inside. She'll do anything for anyone, even if it means putting herself last.
I'll be honest with you, Paige. I don't know what this is, or what is going on with me. It's new to me, but I like the way she makes me feel. I want more of it, and I'm not going to stop. I don't care who it bothers. It's happening. A smile tugs at her lips.
Okay, then.
She steps aside. That's it? Okay?
Don't kill the vet. He's new and Tigger likes him.
I make no promises. I say this when I see the fucker move in closer to June. He motions toward the dance floor, offering her his hand. Just in time, I make it to them. There is no fucking way he's dancing with my girl. That won't be happening. I wrap my arm around June and pull her into me. June doesn't resist. In fact, she melts into me. He puts his hands up and steps back. So the rumors are true? He asks. They're not rumors. She's mine. I want to make it crystal clear to him and everyone else. June doesn't deny it. All right. He turns, not pushing it. You're possessive. June shifts to slide in front of me, keeping her body pressed to mine. And bossy. And bossy. She laughs. Are you going to dance with me? If that's what you want. Maybe one, and then we could... She trails off, her teeth sinking into her bottom lip. Fucking hell. How am I going to tell her I have to leave? I don't. Not yet. I want to relish the rest of the time we have together tonight. Instead, I take her to the dance floor and enjoy a slow dance with her. I've been to a couple weddings in my time, but I never thought about one of my own. I thought if the day ever came, it would be transactional. A courthouse or something of that nature. I wouldn't want that with June because I know she wouldn't want that. She wants the fairy tale, and I find that I'm wanting to give that to her.
Come on.
She takes my hand, leading me out of the tent.
I saw my brother and Paisley slip out. I think we can do the same. Can we go to your place?
I've been staying at a rental my assistant had found for me. I know what June is offering me, but there's no way I'll take her to bed and then leave. I already told her our first time wouldn't be rushed. It will be, after all, the first time for both of us. Though I don't think she's fully aware of that. What if I just kidnapped her? She almost let me do it once. I could whisk her away back to the city on my plane. I have to leave. June stops walking. Her body language changes immediately. I don't want to, but it's important.
Okay.
June looks down at the ground, attempting to hide from me. Come with me.
What?
She jerks her head back up. Come with me. I say it again. I'm not above begging. I know it's a big ask, but I don't want to leave, and there isn't much choice. Not if I want to be able to live with myself. Then again, I'm not sure I can live without her.
Is it like some super secret thingy?
She tilts her head to the side, giving me a playful smile. Something like that. I cup her cheek. Come with me. I have a plane. You can come back whenever, but I want you to stay with me. Once I finish, we will both return.
Okay?
She responds without hesitation. My kitten always surprises me.
Chapter 7. June. When lips brush against mine, I smile. I reach out for Luca, wanting to pull him closer.
Kitten,
He says against my lips.
I'm going to pick you up.
What? I open my eyes, having forgotten where I was.
I fell asleep.
I yawn, and Luca scoops me up into his arms. This all feels like a dream. I'm still in a bit of shock that I agreed so quickly, but I knew I had no other choice. I can't help the pull that I feel toward Luca, and I want to continue to explore it. Plus, maybe this is exactly what I need, to get away for a bit and experience life somewhere else. The last thing I remember is getting on the plane. I lay down on one of the long sofa benches while Luca had to take a phone call. Then it was lights out for me.
You had a big day at your brother's wedding. I'm sure you were exhausted.
I must have been. I rest my head on his shoulder as he exits the plane, carrying me down the stairs. Owen is already standing outside of the SUV, holding open the back door for us. Luca places me inside. I don't get to put my seatbelt on. He's already doing it for me.
Do you live in the city?
I ask around another yawn, leaning into Luca when he slips in beside me. He wraps his arm around me.
I have homes in a few cities.
Right. I laugh. Wait, where the hell are we? Probably should have asked where we were going. I just assumed we were going to New York. The sun is only just rising, so it's hard to make out where we might be. But I know this isn't New York.
We're in Washington, D.C.
Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter.
But yes, we will be in the city. I picked D.C. because the home I own here also has a secure office for me in it as well.
Oh, I say playfully. Is it like an underground secret office?
I wouldn't call it a secret. A lot of government officials also live in the building.
Wait, it's really underground? That perks me up. I can't help but be nosy. It's in my nature. Can I see it?
I'm working on that.
You're working on that? I don't know what that means. I don't have to see it. I was only teasing. I don't want him to do anything that might compromise his work because of my curiosity.
But I will be spending a lot of time there. I'm looking into getting your clearance. I've made it one of my stipulations.
You really don't have to do that. The last thing I want is to be a nuisance. I understand the significance of his tasks. I've dealt with super secret stuff my entire life with my brother.
We'll see.
He runs his hand down his face. I can tell he's tired. I know you can't tell me some things. I'll try not to be too nosy. Sometimes I can't help myself. My brother was always tight-lipped about everything, especially that side of his life. Jackson went on crazy, badass missions that he was prohibited from ever discussing with anyone. I've learned to deal with it, but that doesn't mean I ever stopped worrying. Luca shifts, turning to face me, his hand coming to my face to cup my cheek.
I want to tell you things.
His thumb drifts back and forth. It's okay. I'll understand if you can't. I turn my head to kiss his palm.
Are you sure you're going to be okay here?
As long as I'm with you. My parents were okay with me leaving for a while. I knew they would be. They have both always worried that I haven't let myself see enough of the world. I settled right in at Cottonwood with no plans of ever leaving. I've always been a girl who knew what she wanted. Dad told me not to worry about anything. He would have it all handled. I'd also already hired a few new people to help. My dad has slowly begun to take a step back. I don't think he'll ever fully retire, but I know he wants to spend more time with my mom. It can be challenging to let go of the horses. They become a part of you.
You'll tell me if you need anything?
I can handle myself. I can tell he's worried about me. It's sweet, but he has other things to focus on right now.
But I also want to handle things for you.
That goes both ways.
I'm not accustomed to living with someone.
I get the feeling you're a neat freak.
Maybe.
Maybe. Right. I laugh. I'll try to clean up after myself. I can be messy.
I don't care.
You say that now, but... He kisses me, cutting me off.
I don't care.
He repeats.
The garage, sir? Or do you want me to drop you at the front?
The garage. I peep out the window to see buildings all around us. Owen pulls into a parking garage below the building. The SUV comes to a stop in front of 2 sets of elevators. Luca doesn't wait for Owen to open the door. He does it, offering me his hand.
This is my elevator. It's private.
He leads me to the left. A screen in the elevator door comes to life. Whoa, is it motion detected? This is the most high-tech thing I've ever seen in real life. I mean, it looks like it came straight out of one of those 007 flicks.
No, facial recognition.
Like it scanned you when we walked up? This really is spy stuff.
It can scan for you too.
He grabs my wrist and lifts my hand to the screen.
Your full hand against the screen.
I do as he instructs. A red line outlines my hand before going solid. Then the elevator doors slide open. That's so badass. I hop onto the elevator. What now, James Bond?
What happened to Patrick Bateman?
You prefer to be the psycho instead of the super hot spy? I tease.
I wouldn't call myself a spy, but I'm glad you think I'm hot.
You're more badass. You make stuff the spy can use.
This is true.
He hits the top button.
There is actually something I wanted you to wear for me.
He reaches into his suit jacket pocket and pulls out a bracelet. It's a small, solid band. Luca puts it around my wrist. It clicks into place. There are horses delicately engraved into it. It's beautiful. I let my fingers trace over it.
I'm glad you like it. It requires me to unlock it. and it has a tracker on it. My mouth falls open. I get the sense this might be for security or something. I haven't missed the fact that Luca's driver is always carrying a gun. He's military trained. I can see it in the way he moves. I've been around enough of them to know. Okay, I guess you're back to being Patrick Bateman. Most women would probably get freaked out by wearing a tracking device, but I have the complete opposite reaction. I want to wear it. It makes me feel closer to Luca. Maybe I shouldn't be teasing him so much about being psycho. It seems we may be two peas in a pod.
Chapter 8. Luca. June teases me, but doesn't ask for me to take the bracelet off. I know it might be psycho, but I don't care. She's not used to being in the city, and for the first time, I'm actually thinking about security. When they assigned Owen to me, I never fought it. He went above and beyond, simply monitoring security at every location I visited. He would also carry sensitive things from one place to another if need be. Now that I have June with me, it's all I can think about. In this line of business, one can never be too careful. Her safety is top priority. I also know that with me having to work over the next few weeks, I can't always have eyes on her. This will help give me the peace of mind I need. The elevator doors slide open to reveal another set of doors. June bounces on her heels when she sees another screen light up. She rushes to put her hand on it. It's adorable how excited she can get about things. It's refreshing, but so is everything about her. I love that she's sort of naive. It means the world hasn't had a chance to harden her. I want to keep it that way as much as possible. This is so cool. She rushes into our home for the next few weeks. I follow after her. June isn't shy about letting you know she's checking out everything. This place is... She trails off. I glance around. The space is massive, with a living room that opens to the kitchen and a dining room that I have never used. Everything, from the couches to the stone wall with a fireplace in it, is gray or black. I notice that there isn't much to the space. Here. I grab the tablet off the stone square coffee table. There are a lot of hard fucking lines in here. Again, something I didn't notice until June is standing here. She's the only thing to light up this place. This controls most things. I show her the tablet, making the television drop down from the ceiling. I don't think I've ever used the thing. Let me see this. She plucks it from my hand and starts to play with it. June opens and closes the panels to the floor-to-ceiling windows a few times before moving on to the fireplace and sound system. Does this really bring food? She points to one of the buttons. There's a cafeteria in the building that will deliver food. I'll also put my assistant's number in your phone, along with Owen's, in case you need anything. Dana will handle anything you request. Dana? Her brows lift. Would it bother her if my assistant was a woman? I hadn't really thought about it until this second. I've never had anything romantic or sexual with her. Hell, I've never had those feelings at all before June. I honestly thought I might be asexual. The only thing that has ever held my attention was a computer screen. That is a big was. Yes, she... Is she nice? Can I meet her? June smiles. Oh. She snaps her fingers. I'll do one of my baskets. Baskets? Yeah, I make little baskets when new people move into Cottonwood. Ask your sister. I made her a kick-ass one. Of course she does. No one isn't a friend. Unless they cross her, then all bets are off. I didn't get one. I can give you something else. She tosses the tablet onto the couch, coming toward me. June has changed out of her bridesmaid's dress into a pair of cotton shorts and shirt for the plane ride. It doesn't matter what she wears. My little kitten makes everything sexy. I meet her halfway, lifting her into my arms. She wraps her legs around me. Our mouths find each other as I carry her into the bedroom. I come down onto the bed, pinning her to it. My mouth leaves hers and travels down her neck. I need to taste you again. I push her shirt up and off her body. Her bra is next to go. I didn't get to see these the last time. I cup her tits, sucking her nipple into my mouth. It hardens under my tongue. She's perfect, each and every part of her, inside and out. How the fuck did I think I was asexual? Right now, my balls ache, and cum is already leaking from my cock. I've masturbated maybe twice in my life out of curiosity. I was a teenager then. I hadn't desired to do it again. It had taken me forever to come. But I'd come by eating June's pussy the other morning. I'm on edge now to do it again. June moans, "Luca," when I switch to her other breast, giving her nipple the same attention. I slip farther down her body. My mouth is watering just to taste her. As I pull the last of her clothing from her body, June's eyes stay on me. I rise to my knees between her spread thighs, my eyes devouring her as I unbutton my own shirt. June sits up, running her hands up my chest and around my neck. She pulls me down for a kiss. A whisper leaves her mouth when I stroke my fingers between her pussy lips, finding her clit. I might be new to this, but June is expressive. I listen to the little sounds she makes to determine what she needs. I plan on worshiping her and giving her every fucking thing she desires. Let me kiss your pussy now, kitten. Lie back for me. Okay. June falls back onto the bed. As I drop down to taste her pussy, I push her thighs farther apart. There has never been anything sweeter. She's already wet and sticky for me, soft to the touch. I lick and suck at her, my tongue focusing on her clit. I circle around it, not stopping until she's shaking from her orgasm and crying out my name. I'm so fucking hard, it's almost painful. I kick my pants off, coming back down on top of her. I should probably wait to take her, but once I lock eyes with her, I know that's no longer an option. Luca, I need you. She leans up toward me. She sealed her fate with those words. I take her mouth in a possessive kiss. I guide the head of my cock to her entrance. She's so wet that I slip in an inch, but when I come up against resistance, I stop. It reminds me that this is the first time for both of us. I don't want to rush things, even though all of my instincts beg to differ. Don't stop. I can handle it. Trust me, kitten. I know you can. June is soft and sweet, but also strong. I just want you to know that there has only ever been you. There will only ever be you. Her eyes widen, and her plump lips tug into a smile. I knew I was waiting for someone special. June wraps her arms around me. I stare into her eyes as I thrust the rest of the way inside of her. She lets out a small gasp, her fingers digging into me, and her eyes close. Kitten. I kiss every inch of her that my mouth can reach, feeling her slowly relax under me. I hate that it had to fucking hurt for her, while for me, it's the best sensation in the world. Her pussy clamping down around me like a vice. Pure fucking heaven. June's legs drop open more in a silent welcome. I pull back and slowly thrust back in. Her pussy walls massage my cock. She lets out a small moan, letting me know she wants more. I give it to her, fighting back my own orgasm. I want to come with her. I want us to have that moment together for the first time. I listen to her moans as I pump in and out of her, finding the right angle to hit her sweet spot.
Yes.
She wraps her legs around me, lifting her hips to meet each of my thrusts.
Luca.
The sound of her coming with my name on her lips does me in. I come with her, June's pussy pulsing around my cock, milking every drop of my release from me. I feel something shift inside me. I don't know what to call it, but those words come back to my mind. True love.
Chapter 9. June. Kitten. I smile, my eyes fluttering open. Luca kisses my lips. I love waking up to your kisses. He smiles, but it doesn't meet his eyes. What?
I have to go.
Oh. He lifts me into his arms. I realize now that he's dressed. Luca carries me into a bathroom.
I read that you could be sore afterwards and how to help with it.
He slowly lowers me into the giant white bathtub that smells of strawberries and honey.
I ordered some things for the bath, too.
It smells good.
It's supposed to help.
He drops down on the side of the tub next to me.
How do you feel?
I actually think okay. I wiggle. I'm a touch sore, but nothing I can't handle. You learn to be a little rough and tumble growing up on a horse ranch. Again, he smiles, but it doesn't meet his eyes. I give him the brightest smile I can. I'll be fine, Luca. I still have this giant penthouse to rummage through. I hope you don't have any secrets lying around.
Only classified ones.
His response makes me laugh. That's right. There aren't any past lovers I have to worry about. It was so special when he told me I was his first, too. I never expected Luca to be a virgin, too. I mean, I knew he didn't do the hand-holding stuff, but I thought maybe he just banged girls and never let them get too close. I should have known that Luca was the kind of person to keep everyone at arm's length, not only emotionally, but also physically. How are you feeling?
I was wonderful until my phone went off.
Good, I chirp, leaning back into my warm bath. I love that he did this for me.
Good. I thought you said it was okay for me to go. Maybe I
just want to know you'll miss me.
I'll miss you, kitten. Fucking trust me on that.
He stands, but he leans over.
Now, give me a kiss.
Luca doesn't have to ask twice. I give him the best kiss I can and try to fill it with promise for what will be waiting when he returns home. Don't expect a home-cooked meal or anything. I tug at his tie.
The only home-cooked meal I need from you, kitten, is between those thighs.
Luca! I laugh, but I also feel myself blush for some reason. First cursing and now sex jokes?
You've corrupted me, kitten.
Good. I let go of his tie. He gives me one last kiss before he leaves. I hate that he has to leave so soon, but understand that duty calls. I sink down into the tub and allow myself to relax. Once the water begins to cool, I get out of the tub, dry off, and put some clothes on. Time to snoop around a bit. I guess it's not really snooping, since I fully divulged to Luca what I plan to do. As I head out of the bathroom, my stomach growls, reminding me that I haven't had anything to eat. I head over to grab the tablet to order some food. While I wait, I peek around, but don't find much of anything. The man doesn't even have a junk drawer. Everything is neat and tidy. I'm scared to even touch anything in the kitchen because I might leave smudge marks. I plop down on the couch, wondering what I should do now. My leg bounces with too much energy. At this point in the day, I would have already spent the morning running around the barn before heading into town for my daily lunch at the diner, then off to do odds and ends around town. A chime goes off. I jump up, not sure where the hell it came from. I glance around as it goes off again, before the double doors that lead to the elevator open. A tall blonde woman with her hair pulled back into a tight ponytail that would give me a headache comes walking in. That's why I always wear mine in a loose braid. She's carrying a tray in her hands. It seems out of place with her power suit. I think that's what they're called around these parts. It's got one of those body suits with a jacket over it, but instead of the typical skirt, she's got wide leg slacks. Her shiny black heels peek out from beneath them. She is as pretty as a peach. I bet Paisley would be able to name her designer clothes from top to bottom. I, on the other hand, have no clue about those sorts of things. Hi. I give a small wave. You didn't have to do that. I could have gone and gotten it from wherever it was. I offer to take the tray from her, but she sidesteps me. It's my job. She sets the tray down on the table. I'm June Grayson. I hold my hand out. She looks at it, and I wonder if that's not proper. Do people not introduce themselves and shake hands in big cities? Dana Walker. Finally, she takes my hand. Oh, you work with Luca. I do, for over 5 years now. I try to stand up straighter, but my posture feels bad while watching how she stands so properly. I'm excited to meet you. Dana gives me a curt nod. So, do you have to bounce from city to city with Luca? Depends. Right, she's not making this easy. It's like pulling teeth to get some simple small talk questions answered. Would you like something to drink? No, thank you. I have my coffee downstairs in my office. In the super secret spy office? I give her a playful smile. In the what? Her nose scrunches as if she smells something she doesn't like. It's a joke. If you say so. It grows quiet between us. I try to think of something else to say. Do you need anything else? I guess she doesn't have a sense of humor. I'll try to remember that for next time. No, I think I can manage. But I know you and Luca must be busy. Is there anything I can do for you or help with? I don't think so. I don't miss her undertone. It's not uncommon for some snotty people to think that because you talk with a slight long drawl that you're simple. I muster up all my willpower to not hit her back with the form of bless your heart. I decide to let this one slide. I'm new here, and I suppose this is her turf. Plus, maybe she's having an off day. Well, it was nice meeting you. I reckon you have other things you ought to be doing. I might not sass her, but I can lay the kindness on real thick. It's not always the worst thing to let people think you're simple. I do. Before leaving, she gives me a curt nod of her chin. I sure started off with a bang. I let out a huff, praying not everyone is that cold around here. Not feeling too great, I do the one thing I know will cheer me up. I call my mama.
Chapter 10. Luca. Thanks, I tell Dana, when she sets down some water and a bottle of Advil on my desk. I rub my eyes before popping a few of them to relieve the headache that formed in the front of my skull. This is the inevitable consequence of spending all day staring at computer screens.
How is it going?
I think I have it secure. It'll hold for now until we can figure out a new system.
I knew you'd get it worked out.
I nod, grabbing my phone to see if June has texted me. I sent her a few and she responded, but they weren't her normal string of one text after another. Every sentence needs its own individual text. Not one silly meme either. Is she pissed at me? If she was, could I blame her? I made love to her and then had to leave. Then to top it off, I got back home late. She was already asleep. I was pissed, but fuck did I love seeing her in my bed when I got home. I rarely allow anyone into my personal space. The second I slipped into bed, she rolled over and cuddled me. What began as a few kisses quickly escalated to us having sex twice before I finally crashed for the night. When I woke up, June was climbing on top of me for another round. After showering and having a quick breakfast together, I received another emergency alert, cutting short my time with her once again. When I kissed her goodbye, she'd given me a long kiss. I thought everything was fine, but what do I know about relationships? Hopefully this fix will stick until I get the new system up and running. It might give me some room to breathe, something I don't normally do when I have a project like this. Part of me wants to power through and get it done, but the other can't stand to be gone from June for too long. It's a situation that's new to me, and I'm trying to navigate it the best I can. I'm afraid that I'm not doing such a good job at the relationship side of things. I tab out and over to the internet and start looking up jewelry. Isn't that what people do in relationships? They buy nice things for one another.
Should I order dinner?
Dana asks. I forgot she was standing there. No. I checked the time. Why don't you head home?
Are you sure? I don't mind. I mean, it's only...
Flowers, I blurt out. I need to order flowers.
Okay,
Dana says, pulling out her phone.
For what?
June. Who the hell else would I be ordering flowers for? All sorts of wildflowers. I want huge bunches of them that she can spread all over, lighten the place up. The same way she does my life. Everything is brighter since the moment I laid eyes on June.
Are you sure?
What? I glance up at her from my computer screen.
Never mind. Flowers.
Her mouth forms a tight line. Her reaction strikes me as odd, but maybe she's pissed I'm calling it an early night. Dana can be as much of a workaholic as I am.
Anything else?
No. I go back to scrolling through pieces of jewelry with no idea what June would want.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
I nod in response. Wait! I call after her.
Yes?
She spins around, giving me a smile. Okay, maybe she's not pissed. Can you grab the tablet for me? I'd like to order dinner for June and myself. Dana walks across the room, grabbing one of the tablets to bring to me. Her heels click loudly on the tile floor with each step she takes. It's a sharp sound, not the same sexy thud of June's cowboy boots. I'd enjoy fucking my kitten in nothing but those. I grab the tablet and place an order before powering everything down in my office and heading up. I find June asleep on the couch. The television is playing a reality TV show. Her Kindle is lying on the floor. She must have knocked it off while she was sleeping. Her hoodie is tossed over the side of one of the chairs. There are a few glasses and dishes on the coffee table. On the other end of the couch, a pair of her cowboy boots are kicked off. I smile, thankful that she's making herself at home. It gives me a small sense of relief. I want her to be comfortable here. I enjoy her chaos. I toe off my own shoes, rolling up my sleeves at the same time. Kitten, I call to her as I slide onto the couch, tugging at her cotton shorts. I should have enough time to eat her before our food arrives. The little minx doesn't have any panties on.
Luca?
June smiles, not opening her eyes. She does, however, roll over more, letting her legs part for me, giving me what I want. My mouth comes down on her, stealing a taste. I tongue up and down her wetness, drinking her in before I use my fingers to part her folds to give me full access to her clit. June lets out a whimper as I cover her clit fully with my mouth, my tongue swirling as I inhale her sweet desire. My craving for her will never be satiated. You want me to make you come? I tease her, wanting to get her worked up for me. She rocks her hips.
Please,
she moans. Who does this belong to? I blow against her clit, making her hips rise, trying to meet my mouth. Greedy.
You. Now stop teasing me.
June sinks her fingers into my hair. Damn, I love when she does that. I bury my face between her thighs, not stopping until I push her into an orgasm. I would go for a second, but our food will be here shortly. I need to alert the staff downstairs not to freely enter when I place orders. There isn't a chance in hell that I would let anyone see June this way. She's for my eyes only. Hey, she calls after me when I get up. I grab her shorts and tug them up her legs.
We're just getting started.
June tries to wiggle them back down, but I stop her. The chime goes off to alert me that someone is about to enter. After I feed you.
Fine, but for the record, I'd pick sex with you over food.
She sits up.
Just so you know, that's almost like a declaration of love for me, because food is everything.
June bounces to her feet. Her words stun me for a second. I want to grab her and pull her back down, but the sound of footsteps approaching stops me. It doesn't stop my thoughts from racing, though. Was she saying she loved me? It's too late to ask her. She's already helping unload the food from the cart.
How much did you order?
She laughs.
Come on.
June waves me over.
How was work?
She fires off one question after another. I join her at the table, wondering how I ever enjoyed coming home to an empty home. Not when I could have this. Have her.
Chapter 11. June. Owen, you'll be getting a basket too. I tell him as he helps me carry in all the crap I got from my shopping spree. I'm excited for my little project.
You don't have to do that, Miss Grayson.
Owen. I sigh. I thought we were past this.
Sorry,
he says, clearing his throat.
June.
I can tell he is still reluctant to say it. He's been fine with it for the past 2 days. I hate that everyone here is always so formal. It makes me feel as though I can't get to know anyone. Thank you. I move the flowers off the coffee table. It looks like a florist exploded in here. I had to demand Luca stop sending them. I felt guilty whenever they died. I may come from the country, but I sure as heck don't have a green thumb. Luca doesn't need to send me flowers. It's obvious to me that he's not pleased with the time we have to spend apart. I do love that I get to spend my nights with him. When we make love, it makes me feel connected to him in a way I have never felt before. I just wish he could make it home a little earlier. He does some nights, so we can have dinner together, but not always. It gets lonely for me. I try to hide how I feel about it, but I'd be a liar if I didn't admit that each day gets harder and harder. Not only do I miss him terribly, but I also miss people in general. I have been here for almost 3 weeks now and have made 0 friends. Making friends has always been easy for me, or so I thought. I even started taking the other public elevator so I could meet people from inside the building. The most they have given me is their name and a hello. Most look at me suspiciously, like I'm crazy for talking to them. I swear a few of the women even clutched their purses tighter when I tried to make conversation. I think I'm slowly wearing down Owen, though. He's been stuck with me a lot. Since Luca spends his time either in his office or at home, he doesn't have much use for Owen. He does, however, want him to be with me whenever I leave the building. Are you hungry? Want a drink? I offer.
I'm still full from lunch.
Owen sets all the bags down. He helped me carry them up. Okay. I try to come up with something else, not wanting him to leave yet. Oh, I found another cool lunch place we can try tomorrow.
I pull my phone out to show him. The only cool thing I've discovered so far about living in the city is all the different food places.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh. I can't help the disappointment in my voice.
Your clearance came through.
Clearance? I ask, knowing he's changing the subject. I'm not sure I should let him get away with it.
To go downstairs to Mr. Woods' office. It came through a bit ago.
Do I need a fancy badge?
No, just your normal scan. It will allow you now to go to the bottom floor.
Cool. I'm not sure if I should go down. Luca is working, after all. You gonna tell me why you can't have lunch with me tomorrow? Is it just tomorrow?
It's not professional.
I roll my eyes. We both have to eat. No one can dispute that.
It's nothing personal.
It's hard for me not to take it that way lately. No one wants to be around me here. Not even someone whose job it is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It kind of feels like it. I can tell Owen wants to say more. What? His mouth forms a tight line. Out with it. I poke him in the shoulder. His lips twitch. Owen?
Luca has a problem with it.
Never in a million years would I have expected that to be the reason. What? I shout. Why?
I didn't ask. I can only assume.
Is he jealous? Owen only shrugs his shoulders in response. This is beyond ridiculous. You're gay! Owen's eyebrows rise in surprise.
How did you?
I roll my eyes. You're good at masking your emotions, but I've seen those eyes wander a few times when we've been out.
I'm scoping out our surroundings.
I raise my eyebrow at him, letting him know I'm not buying what he's selling. You were scoping out the waiter at the Italian place last week. Owen's cheeks flush. I knew you were into him. We can go back. He might be there tomorrow. I wiggle my eyebrows.
We can't.
Right, because Luca is jealous. Shouldn't I be jealous that he works with a hot blonde who clearly doesn't like me? I start unloading the bags to organize everything.
She's not hot.
Owen mutters, making me smile. I might have one friend around here after all. Except Luca is trying to take him away from me. It really makes me mad. It's easy for Luca because he's used to living without human interaction. But I'm not. He should understand that. What's her deal, anyway? I try to be nice to her, but she's not having it. It takes everything in me not to snap back at her.
I don't know her well.
Really? Haven't you both been with Luca for years?
We have.
Ah, you don't want to gossip. I huff. That blows. I love a good gossip session.
Don't we all?
Owen mutters again. I'm pretty sure he mutters when he's saying something he believes he shouldn't. Come on. I got the extra clearance. I think that covers a little workplace gossip, don't you?
Okay.
He cracks. That was easier than I thought it would be. I hide my smile, not wanting to scare him off now.
She can be possessive of him. They worked together even before I came along. Dana isn't a fan of me either, so don't take it personally. I don't think she likes it when anyone else has Mr. Woods' attention.
I had a suspicion in the back of my mind, but I didn't want to go there. The last thing I want is to be catty with a girl over a man. This man is different, though. He's mine. Do you think it's a professional thing? Could it be that she admires him, or is it something deeper? I already know what he's going to say, but I try to give Dana the benefit of the doubt, even though she doesn't deserve it.
It's more.
He reluctantly admits it.
I don't know if Mr. Woods is aware of it, in all fairness.
It wouldn't surprise me if Luca is unaware of her attraction to him. It would kind of make sense. Even though that may be the case, it still doesn't do anything to make me feel better. But they spend a lot of time together. Hell, they might spend more than Luca and I do together. They for sure do if you cut out the time when we're asleep. I wonder why Luca never went for her. The two of them together make way more sense than Luca and me. I'm honestly not sure how we'll ever work. I hate it here. This city is slowly chiseling away at me. Thanks for being truthful with me. It means a lot. I'm just not sure what, if anything, I should do with this information. It only makes me feel more alone.
Chapter 12. Luca. I should be working, but instead I'm checking June's location. She's been back for a good 20 minutes now. I should call it a day. I'm in a shit mood and not getting anything done. I might as well go home. Being with June will give me time to recharge and take the edge off. I haven't been spending enough time with her. I know it. But there's not much I can do about it right now. Dana! I call her after hitting the button for the intercom at her desk. I'm going to be leaving soon. If you have anything I need to go over, bring it in. This morning I put a hold on my office door so no one could come in. Only June-related matters could disturb me. Everything and everyone else could fuck off. It had been Dana who was irritating me the most. It was one thing after another she was bringing to me or needing to discuss. I don't have time for stupid questions. Her job is to make my life easier. I don't know what is going on with her, or maybe it's me, and I'm more irritable than normal. Something has definitely shifted, though, since I've been back. I'll be right there, sir. Seconds later, my office door opens, and Dana comes strolling in. Is everything okay? It's only 2:00. Everything is fine. What do you have for me? I hold out my hand for the folder in her hands. There are only a few things left to sign. She comes around my desk, placing the folder down without handing it to me. Here. She holds out a pen for me. I have one. I grab it off my desk, and she flips the folder open, leaning over to point where to sign. I lean away from her, the smell of her overpowering perfume burning my nose. Can you back... Afternoon. My head jerks up at the sound of June's voice. Dana jumps back, almost tripping over those heels she always wears. Kitten. I stand. I was about to come up. Were you now? She's wearing an expression I've only seen one other time, and that's when I was trying to take my sister away from her. It's her "don't fuck with me" expression. We just need to take care of a few more things, if you don't mind. Dana cuts in. I mind. I glanced over the documents quickly before signing them. Go, I tell her. June opens my office door for her. I'll see you tomorrow, sir. Let me know if you need anything at all. I've got my man handled, but thanks, June tells her as she passes by. Dana stiffens but doesn't respond. June lets the door fall closed, leaving us alone. That's how I like it. Come here, kitten. I sit back down in my chair, wanting to see her in my office. Her cowboy boots click on the floor, and my cock is already growing hard. I push my chair back to make more than enough room for her. June crawls right into my lap, straddling me. It makes the jean skirt she's wearing ride up. A little bit more and I would be able to see her panties. I press the button under my desk and lock the door. You're in trouble. She undoes my tie before pulling it off. Why? I grip her ass. If this is her idea of me being in trouble, I might be in a lot more in the future. How do you not know why? Are you really that oblivious to what's going on around here? Shit. I'm an asshole. I hate all of this. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the project complete. It's not that, Luca. Her lips purse. How come I can't go to lunch with Owen?
my one and only friend here who happens to be gay, but you can have an assistant who looks like Barbie up your ass all day, and I don't say shit about it.
Owen is gay? That makes me feel marginally better. But I thought I was asexual until June. She has the ability to turn your world upside down. My kitten is irresistible. If she belonged to someone else, I'd be trying to steal her away. I don't care if that's fucked up or not. She's mine.
Luca.
Her shoulders drop. I'm screwing it all up. I'm a jealous asshole. Can you blame me? He gets to spend the day with you and I'm down here.
With Barbie?
What is she talking about? The doll? June rolls her eyes at me. I give her ass a small smack, making her gasp.
Don't spank me. You're the one in trouble here.
Fine. You can have lunch with Owen. I give. I don't like it, but it's the least I can do for the time being. I wonder if Owen has a boyfriend.
Luca, I'm freaking talking about Dana.
She grips the front of my button-up shirt. What about her?
She's Barbie. Oh my God. You're supposed to be super smart.
I'm apparently not that smart. Dana is Barbie. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure of the point here.
She's in love with you.
Dana? June's face plants into my chest.
You're so dense.
I think I hear her say, but it's muffled. Kitten, I say, rubbing my hand up her back under her shirt.
What?
She slowly lifts her head, her eyes meeting mine. If she is, I had no idea. I'll handle it.
Don't fire her.
June looks so sad, and all I want to do is fix it. I can transfer her. I don't want June to have any worries about me at my office. This is all already hard enough. She has given up so much to be here with me.
No, it's fine.
She lets out a small sigh.
I think I'm jealous too. I know you never let anything happen with her. I mean, she's never been inappropriate with you, has she? Like, all touchy?
No, I say without having to think about it. I am barely okay with having to shake people's hands. But I'll keep a better eye if you won't allow me to transfer her.
I'm good with that. But I know I might end up saying something to her. I bit my tongue, but I'm not going to anymore. Now that I know she's crushing on you.
You can tell her anything you want. She works for us, kitten.
She works for you.
I told her if you requested anything, she was to do it. June goes to say something, but I beat her to it. You're the only person I've ever wanted. That isn't going to change. Besides, I'd never let anything inappropriate happen in any of my offices.
Is that so?
June perks up at that. A mischievous smile lights up her plump lips. Her fingers travel down my chest to the buckle of my belt. I don't stop her as she undoes it. You know the rules are different when it comes to you. That makes her smile. She lifts up to pull my belt off. Her skirt rides up more, bunching around her waist. Kitten, I growl when I see she's not wearing any panties at all.
What?
She smirks, popping the button of my slacks, her hand reaching in to pull my cock out. I groan, dropping my head back. June strokes me. I should spank your ass for walking around with no panties.
I'm sorry. Let me make it up to you.
June slips off my lap, falling to her knees between my spread thighs. I should stop her, pull her back up here, and sink my cock inside of her. But I don't. Pull your shirt up, I order instead. I want to see your tits while you suck me off. June drops back, spreading her legs to give me a peek at her glistening pussy as she lifts her shirt for me, tossing it away along with her bra. I stand up, needing some form of control. My fingers sink into her hair as I guide my cock to her lips. "Open up," I order. June's lips part for me. I slowly rock my hips back and forth, not allowing her to move. My grip is firm in her hair, but not enough to hurt her. That is the last thing I'd ever want to do. My little kitten sucks her lips tightly around my cock, and I start to move faster. June moans around me. The sound goes straight to my balls. She sucks and licks her tongue all over my cock. It's too much. I'm not going to come inside her mouth. No. Each time I come, my thoughts delve into darker realms, places June and I never discussed before. But I know what I'm trying to do. I reach down and grab her, picking her up and putting her down on my desk. Now it is my turn. I sink to my knees and bury my face in her pussy. I want her taste in my mouth when I come inside of her. I swirl my tongue around her clit, not giving her the pleasure she fully needs. I get her close to orgasm, but pull back. I want her to be needy for me. She begs, "Luca." All she ever has to do is ask. I rise between her spread legs. We're coming together. My mouth comes down on her as I thrust inside of her. We moan into each other's mouths. I pull back, wanting to see her, my hands gripping her hips, making her spread out across my desk. "Touch yourself," I order. June's fingers go to her clit. I pump in and out of her. With each thrust, her tits bounce for me. My gaze lingers on her, yearning to imprint her image in my memory. My girl, spread out for me to take on my desk. I don't deserve her, but that's not going to stop me. "Oh, God!" June's back arches as she starts to come, her pussy clamping down around my cock. I can't take it. I was already so on edge. I thrust fully inside her. I plant my feet hard on the ground, making sure every inch of me is as deep as I can get before I come with her. June's pussy spasms around my cock, sucking my release from me deep inside of her. I lean down, covering her body with mine, keeping my cock lodged inside of her as I take her mouth again. My kitten is now docile. Her body is sweet and warm. "Oh," June moans when my cock jerks inside of her, still hard. I should pull out and take her upstairs, but I don't. I pull out and thrust back in. "You need more of me?" She nips my bottom lip. "I need all of you, kitten," I tell her, taking her on my desk again, knowing I'll never get enough.
Chapter 13. June. I missed you last night. Normally, if Luca is going to be extra late, he'll wake me up with his mouth when he gets home, no matter the time. But he hadn't done it last night. However, he did make it up to me this morning in the shower. "You looked so peaceful." He kisses the top of my head. "I wanted you to get your rest." "Trust me." I smooth his tie down. "I get more rest than I need. I'm all but climbing the walls. If anyone needs rest, it's Luca. I don't know how he does it. The man is working non-stop to complete his project. I think it's you that needs rest." "This is almost my normal." "Really? You always work this much?" He's out the door first thing after we shower, and some nights he makes it home for a late dinner, but not always. I've gone downstairs to bring him some food on occasion, knowing he loses track of time. "Possibly more. I cut out early to spend time with you." "Whoa." I don't know what to make of that. It's a lot to wrap my mind around. Is Luca going to remain this way forever? Is this how life will be with him? Him spending most of his time inside an office? Whether it's this project or the next, will it always demand this much of his time? Those thoughts make me sad, to think about how much life is passing him by. Don't get me wrong, I understand that his work is extremely important, but so are the people in your life. I push all that to the back of my mind for now. I don't want to dwell on it at this moment, or at least, I want to try not to. You'll be home at 7 tonight?
I can be home at 7 if you need me to.
Your sister's coming for dinner with my brother. I remind him. Paisley told me 2 days ago she was going to stop here on their way home from New York to see me. I've been looking forward to it ever since. Maybe a familiar face will help.
Right, sorry.
He presses his lips to mine.
I'll see you tonight.
Luca turns to leave. I stand in the middle of our bedroom, wondering if that was his way of saying not to bring him lunch today. I started doing that this past week. Maybe I was cutting into his work time. He seemed happy when I showed up for lunch, but it might be selfish. When I hear the chime for the front door, I take off toward it, remembering what I'd asked Owen for yesterday. You got it? I come to a sliding stop in front of him. He's barely in the front door.
I got it.
He holds up the brown paper bag.
Are you sure you don't want Mr. Woods here?
Owen asks after I take the bag from him. I think I want to be alone. He doesn't need to be thinking about this when it could be nothing.
All right,
he responds, but his expression clearly doesn't agree.
I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, I say before I head back toward the master bathroom. I pull out all 3 tests he got for me and take them all, one after another. I pace back and forth, watching the timer on my phone click down each second until it finally goes off. I rush back over to the counter to see all 3 test results say the same thing. Pregnant. Oh my God, I say, touching my stomach. I'm pregnant. Happy tears burn in my eyes. I've always wanted kids. But does Luca? I mean, he has to realize we haven't ever used anything. He's never asked me about birth control. It's never come up between us. I would think if he didn't want kids, it would be something he would emphasize. My stomach fills with both excitement and nerves at the same time. I'm in a daze all day, thinking about how I'm going to tell Luca and how he might respond. More than that, I think of the kind of father he would be. The man works so much. Will I be stuck in one of his many homes doing this all alone? That wasn't how I pictured motherhood. It has always been in my mind that I would raise my children in Cottonwood. I loved growing up there. My parents would be close, even my brother. I sit down on the couch, and my stomach is now starting to turn. How am I going to live this way? I have been doing it for almost 6 weeks now, and it's slowly killing me. The only friend I have managed to make is Owen, and he's paid to be around. Even the baskets I passed out around the building got me weird looks. The reactions people had weren't what I was used to or expected, and it didn't help me make any friends. The door chime goes off, alerting me that someone is here. When I see Paisley and my brother, I feel a pang of disappointment. It's not that I'm not eager to see them. I just really want Luca right now. You're here! As I rush over to them, I force a smile on my face. I engulf them both in a hug. I've missed you guys. Are you about to cry? Paisley asks me, her own eyes filling with tears. If you cry, then I'll cry. I'm not gonna cry. I sniff.
Are you pregnant too?
My brother says with a laugh. The room goes quiet for a second, and I realize he said, 2. Are you pregnant? I ask Paisley. A smile breaks out across her face. I think I should be asking you the same.
Wait, I was joking. Are you really pregnant?
My brother's eyes drop to my stomach, as if I could be showing already. Don't tell anyone. I point my finger between the two of them. Paisley only squeals and engulfs me in another hug. We're going to have babies together. That is kind of cool, I admit. So, does Luca not know yet? That's why you don't want us to say anything? I only found out this morning, and he's been at work. At work? Paisley rolls her eyes. I'm really over this work crap. I know she's frustrated on my behalf. I should probably stop calling her so much. I don't complain to her, I just want to talk. The silence in this home drives me crazy. But every time we get on the phone, she'd ask me if her brother was around. He'll be here for dinner. I check the time. We have another hour until then. I make both of them something to drink and make sure that my order for dinner is still set for delivery. I might not be the best cook, but I can find the best food around and plate it better than anyone else. Paisley tells me more about their honeymoon. I've not been big on travel, but I'd enjoy a few days away with only Luca and me. There would be no phone or anyone to bother us. That sounds like heaven. I wonder if Luca could even disconnect from the world for that long. That might not be an option for him. Hey! Paisley's hand comes down on my knee. Everything is going to be okay. I miss my mama. My eyes fill with tears yet again. A whirl of emotions runs through me. Oh, honey. I'm fine. I jump to my feet. I can't go there right now. I need to focus on tonight. We're going to eat dinner and have a lovely time. I don't want to ruin my time with Paisley and my brother. How do you think your brother will react when I tell him? I'm not sure if I should do it before dinner or while we're alone. I don't know. He's so different with you. And honestly, I don't know him like you know your brother. That's because Luca doesn't allow anyone to get close to him. It's how he grew up. It's all he knows. If you guys don't mind, when he comes home, I'd like to tell him alone. I'll take him to the bedroom. There's no way I could make it through dinner. It also doesn't feel right that everyone at the table will already know, except for him. Of course. Paisley gives my hand a squeeze. Thankfully, the food arrives and I can change the subject. Not that it lasts long. The minutes tick, one by one, until it's way after 7 and there's no sign of Luca. I don't want the food to go cold. Why don't we eat? I try to mask the disappointment in my voice. I'm not going to continue waiting. If you want. Paisley slips into one of the dining room chairs. My brother drops down in another. I can tell he's pissed, but he keeps it to himself. I pull out my phone and text Luca, but there's no response. I push my food around the plate. Paisley tries to fill the silence with a bunch of small talk, something that I can usually do, but I don't have it in me tonight. I'd been so excited. Now, all I feel is heartbroken.
Okay, I can't take this bullshit.
My brother drops his silverware on his plate with a loud clatter.
You're pissed.
I'm not pissed.
Fine then.
He sulks.
Then what are you? Because my sister, Junebug, doesn't hide her emotions, and she sure as hell doesn't do whatever this is.
I'm not sure what to say. I can't deny it. I feel different. He's right. You've been different these past few weeks. Paisley gives me a soft smile, but I see the sadness in her eyes.
I'm going to talk to him.
Jackson pushes back from the table. He looks pissed now. No. I grab his hand. I will not have my boyfriend, or whatever Luca is to me, bullied into wanting to spend time with me. I can sense Jackson's desire to argue with me on this matter, but he retreats. I appreciate you, though. I want him to know that him trying to fill his big brother role is appreciated by me. I love him for caring so much. I check my phone again. Still no responses. I call him. It rings twice, but then it stops. I glare at the phone, making sure I called the right number. Did he just give me the FU button? He totally sent me to voicemail. I call again. This time it only rings once before stopping. Now I'm pissed. If you can't make it, at least send me a text or answer my call. I have not once said a word about how it's been for me here. I haven't put any demands on him because I know how busy and important his work is. But ghosting me on a night that he knew was important to me is unacceptable. Is there anything we can do? Paisley asked. Yes, I say, standing up from the table. I want to go home. Now that I can do. My brother smiles while pulling out his phone. I know I'll be back in Cottonwood before the night is over.
Chapter 14. Luca. Where the fuck is my phone? I pull open some of the drawers on my desk. I never put it there, but where the hell else could it be? I know I brought it along. I checked it around lunch, wondering where June was. She's been eating lunch with me every day this week. As disappointed as I was that she didn't come down today, I knew I had no leg to stand on to text and demand she come. I debated going up, but I decided not to. She's been so excited about Paisley and her brother coming, I'm sure she's getting prepared for their visit. I powered through lunch, and now I'm done with my work for today. The project is pretty much complete. Testing still needs to be done, but my part in it is nearing its end. They can handle that themselves. If they need something, they'll have to figure it out. I've given and sacrificed all I'm worth. I've noticed the gradual fading of the light in June. This is wearing her down. Dana! I hit the call button. Have you seen my fucking phone?
You left it out here, sir. Can I bring it in?
That doesn't make fucking sense. I've never left my phone anywhere that wasn't in my reach. I'll come and get it, I respond. I can't help but try to retrace my steps today. There is no way I left my phone out there. I'm sure I had it around lunch. There was only one time that I left my office, when I'd gone upstairs to one of the boardrooms to meet with Yannetti. I know I didn't take it with me. He was only here to drop something off. I wanted to collect it myself. I pull up security footage and scroll back to when I left my office last. I watch myself exit and step onto the elevator. The second the door closes, Dana stands from her desk, going into my office. I grip my teeth. I informed Dana that she was no longer welcome in my office. I wanted to fire her, but I told June I wouldn't. There is no way for me to see what she did in my office. I don't have a camera in there. This is especially important given the nature of my work. It's even more critical considering June joins me for lunch. That normally ends with me eating her. A few seconds later, I see Dana exiting my office. My phone is in her hand. The fuck? I bark, pushing back from my desk. There's no reason for her to have my phone. I hit the other call button on my desk. Sir, Owen says, answering. I need you down here. I'm firing Dana and I want you present. I don't trust the bitch now. I should have pushed to fire her. If she made June feel a certain way, that said it all. I'm in my office. I'll be right there. Owen's office is only a few doors down. It's where he spends his days when he isn't with June or me. When I exit my office, Owen is walking up. Get your shit together. You're fired. What? Dana's eyes go wide. You heard me. I grab my phone off her desk. But don't. I cut her off. You'll only make this worse. I'm already toying with the idea of making sure no one else will hire you. But I'm not sure June would be happy about that.
June?
Dana hisses. Her expression is morphing into one of disgust. I didn't know her face could move. This is the most expressive I have ever seen from her. She normally has a stoic, icy demeanor.
I don't understand what you see in her.
She's everything that you are not. I glance at Owen. I want her gone. Send someone to collect her things.
My bag.
Dana jerks open one of her drawers. Owen grabs her purse before she can, looking through it before handing it over to her. She snatches it back.
It's been years. I can't believe you're choosing her.
I didn't have to pick. I grit my teeth, trying to control my anger. I'm not quick to rage, but Dana has been trying to get between June and me. June is the one person or thing I simply can't live without. If not for June, I would have said fuck this whole project a few weeks ago. She would tell me to finish, even if it came down to her detriment. And I believe it has. Owen leads Dana to the elevator, escorting her out. I unlock my phone for the first time, realizing how late it is. I'd set an alarm for 6 so that I wouldn't be late. Fucking hell. I rush upstairs as fast as I can. I click through my phone and see that June texted me and called me. I want to snap Dana's neck. It's not until I see another alert that I fucking lose it. No. I burst into the penthouse. I'm in a full panic, searching for June, knowing that she's not here. The alert on my phone indicated that she left the building 2 hours earlier. She's on a plane, and I know where it's going, and that her brother was fucking taking her. How the tables have turned. A few weeks ago, it was me trying to rescue my own sister. Unlike me, though, Jackson paid close attention to the love of his life and nipped that shit in the bud before it could happen. All of her stuff is still here. It doesn't appear that she took anything with her. Not that she would need to. Cottonwood is home to her. I alert my pilot that we need to be wheels up as soon as possible. An ache forms in the center of my chest. It only grows worse when I catch sight of something on her nightstand. I go around the bed to grab it, already knowing what it is. She's pregnant. Now she will forever be mine. I wrap my hand around it. I'm coming for your little ass, kitten.
Chapter 15. June. "You're pregnant," are the first 2 words out of my mom's mouth when she lays eyes on me. How does she do that? "Mom," I hiss. "What? We don't have secrets around here." Mom waves to Paisley and Jackson, who are in the truck. "I've got her." "Tomorrow," Paisley shouts from the truck as my brother starts to pull off. I told them I just wanted to be dropped off. It's already super late. "I love you guys." "Love you," both of us yell back. Mom wraps her arm around my shoulder, leading me into the house where my dad is sitting in his old leather chair watching TV, pretending it's not the middle of the night and that it's normal for him to just be hanging around still watching television. "Hey, Dad." He stands and comes over to give me a hug. Dad kisses the top of my head. The urge to cry hits me hard, but I hold it in.
"You good, sweetheart?"
"Not really, but I will be."
"Then I'll leave you with your mama."
He gives me one more peck on the crown of my head before wishing Mom good night. "Come here." As soon as we are alone, my mother embraces me tightly in one of those unconditional hugs that can only come from a mother. "I've missed you guys." I feel like such a baby. "We missed you too." Mom takes my hand, leading me into the kitchen where there is a plate of cookies awaiting. She pours us both glasses of milk. Just what I needed. I take a giant bite of the cookie. It tastes like home. "So?" Mom leans up against the kitchen island, watching me. How does it feel? What? She could be talking about so many things right now. Being home. How does it feel? Mom repeats for me. I put the half-eaten cookie down. Not how I thought it would be, I admit. I was sure the second I landed, some of that loneliness and heartache I was experiencing would float away. If anything, it's gotten worse. Right. She nods. Because this isn't your home anymore, Junebug. Are you kicking me out? The hell is she getting at here? Mom rolls her eyes at me. I'm pretty sure she learned it from me. This is just a house. Cottonwood, while a beautiful little town, is still only a town. I know what she's getting at. I never feel at home without Luca. I say it because it's true. I'll go back, Mom. I just needed to breathe. There is no way I could be away from Luca for too long. My whole life is different right now. It's kind of awesome and kind of scary. I feel like I'm all over the place with my emotions. I think I've been bottling them all up, and now they're all trying to come out at once. There has been a lot of change. Mom grabs my hand over the kitchen island. Part of growing up. Well, I think I might have thrown a tantrum, so clearly that growth has a way to go. It was childish to take off, but deep down, I knew it would get Luca's attention. It's why I did it. Again, juvenile. It's good for men to chase. Mom smirks. He might not even be aware I'm gone yet. That man knows. Mom pushes the plate of cookies back toward me. Go on now, you're eating for two. I smile while taking one of the cookies. Why don't you go on up to bed now? Everything will be better come morning. To move me along, she gives my bottom a soft smack. I change my clothes before crawling into bed. I power my phone back on, unable to sleep. There's not one missed call or text. The hell? Has he really not noticed I left by now? What if he has and thinks it might be for the best? Every day it's become less and less time he spent with me. I toss and turn. At some point, I notice the sun peeking in through the bottom of my curtains. Knowing I'm not going to be able to fall back asleep, if I even have at all, I convince myself it's better just to get up at this point. Shamelessly, I check my phone again. I need to exert all of my strength to resist throwing the phone or calling Luca. Sure, I know it was childish of me to run, but he could still call or text me. I drag myself out of bed and do my morning routine, debating what I'm going to do next. It's only been hours, and I miss him so much. I pull on my boots so I can go spend the morning with the horses. When I make it to the bottom of the stairs, I can already smell coffee brewing and the sound of voices coming from the kitchen. I stop short when I enter and see Luca sitting at the kitchen island with both of my parents sipping coffee. What's more strange than him just being here is the fact that he's in jeans and a shirt. He looks tired. Get in, he says, coming right to me. You're here, I whisper. Tears burn in my eyes. With his hand, Luca cups my cheek. I lean into his touch. Where else would I be? I don't know. I shrug. I shouldn't have run. I shouldn't have made it possible for you to run, he counters. I lay my face against his chest, breathing him in. Come with me? Okay, I say without hesitation. I don't care, even if it means going back to D.C. We have things to work out. I know without a doubt that Luca is my home. Wherever he is, I'll be. Here you go. Mom hands Luca a picnic basket before leaning up to give him a kiss on the cheek. Luca doesn't stiffen this time with her open affection. I can't help but smile. He's come a long way in such a short time. Luca needs more affection in his life. If he lets them, my parents will take him in as one of their own. Based on my observations of them all drinking coffee together, including my dad, I believe it's already happening. He takes my hand, leading me outside. I see the SUV parked in front, but Owen isn't in it. Did you drive?
I know how to drive, kitten.
He opens the passenger door for me. I slip in. Luca pulls my belt over me before he gets into the driver's seat.
What if I was taking you back to the city?
I would go with you. It's difficult being away from you.
I know.
Luca pulls out of the long gravel driveway. I wonder where he is taking us. Maybe he just wants us to be alone with no one in earshot. I'm surprised, though, when he takes a sudden turn a few miles down. What are you doing?
I want to show you something.
Show me what? It's my parents' land. I love this side of the property. We don't use it anymore. There are fields of wildflowers. Sometimes I'll bring the horses out here to ride for the view alone, and then over to the pond.
It's not theirs anymore.
Lucas says this as the SUV rolls to a stop right near the pond. What? They wouldn't sell it.
You're not wrong there.
Luca gets out. What? I shout after him, unbuckling my seatbelt. He opens the door for me. What are you talking about?
I wanted to build a home for us here in Cottonwood. I've been searching for land, but your parents told me this is where you'd want a home.
He motions toward the field of sunflowers.
But, like you said, they won't sell it to me.
They would never sell it. They also wouldn't want to take Luca's money. Luca pulls out a piece of paper from his back pocket. I take it from him and open it. My eyes scan over it. They signed the deed over to me. I don't miss that my name is printed as June Grayson Woods. Luca? When I glance up from the paper, I see Luca on one knee in front of me.
I love you, kitten.
I hold my hand out as Luca slips the ring onto my finger. A beautiful teardrop diamond. It's simple but breathtaking.
I didn't know what love was before you.
I didn't know that I could love in this capacity until I met you. I never want to be without you. Like true love? Through tears, I smile at him.
You have taught me the most important lessons in life.
I am pretty smart. I sniffle, making him chuckle.
You're brilliant.
He stands up, picking me up in the process. Then he sets me down on the SUV's hood, stepping between my thighs.
I want to raise a family here with you.
He runs his hand across my stomach. You know? I don't think my mom would have told him.
You left a test behind.
Oops. I might have done that. Wait, is that why you're here? The ring?
No.
He cuts me off before I can ramble on more and panic.
I had this ring before. I'm done with the project. They can finish without me.
But...
No buts, kitten. I'm where I want to be. That isn't my life anymore. Wherever you are is where my life will always be.
I love you so much. I sniffle again.
I love you, and I want to spend every second showing you just how much, Mrs. Woods.
I smile, loving the sound of that. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. That may be the case for some, but for me, being present and making memories with the ones you love is what life is all about.
Epilogue. Luca. Many years later.
That's so stupid!
Mabel scrunches her nose when she sees that her twin sister Faye has braided a ribbon into the horse's hair.
It's pretty.
Faye pulls out another ribbon. This one is pink.
I can put one in your hair, too.
She doesn't wait for her sister to give her a response. Faye is already skipping over to Mabel, tying a bow to her ponytail. Mabel doesn't fight her on this. They can be as different as night and day and cause each other considerable annoyance. But they are an inseparable pair. If you mess with one, you get the wrath of the other. Mabel is a copy of her mother in terms of appearance, with her long, dark hair and wide eyes that catch everything. She's fucking smart, too. The girl was reading by the time she was 3. Mabel always has her nose in a book and loves to cook. Faye has blonde, wild hair and my eyes. Faye's obsessions include horses, gossip, and anything that incorporates glitter or pink. She, however, will not be caught dead in the kitchen. It's safe to say that the girls embody a blend of both of us.
Ta-da!
Faye sings songs when she's done. She spins around.
We match. I guess it's okay.
Mabel shrugs. But I think she likes the bow. Faye smirks, and I'm pretty sure she's thinking the same as me. I don't think Faye would force it on her sister unless she thought she wanted it. Even now, Mabel is in her normal jeans and shirt, but her nails are pink with a layer of sparkle. I'm sure Faye did them for her last night after she did my wife's. Think it's time to head in. I nod toward the house. It's June's birthday, so we left her in bed. Her little ass better still be there. Before we started breakfast, we went down to check on the horses and the ranch foreman. That way I knew everything would be handled for the day.
I'm cooking.
Mabel hops up from the little bench she was sitting on, tucking her book under her arm.
Well, duh.
Faye grabs her sister's hand, pulling her out of the barn.
Can we do white chocolate chips?
I hear her ask her sister. I can't help but smile as I follow after them. The sun is already high in the sky, making the pond sparkle. Not in a million years would I have ever thought this would be my life. It's so far removed from the life I once had in the city. I'm grateful to June every single day for teaching me how to really live, how to stop and appreciate the people and things around me. I make my way up the porch stairs. I don't go in the front door. I slip around to the side of the deck, which wraps all the way around the house. Our master bedroom is on the bottom floor. All the other bedrooms are upstairs. I step through the French doors to see my wife stretched out in the middle of the bed. A smile forms on her plump lips. Morning, kitten. I sit down on the side of the bed, my hand going to her stomach while my mouth comes down on hers.
Morning,
she gets out between kisses.
You let me sleep too late,
June says around a yawn. You need your rest. I might have kept her up late. We have a full day today. I'm shocked people haven't started showing up already. June might as well be the mayor of Cottonwood. People will be coming and going all day to wish her a happy birthday. Not to mention our whole family will be here soon, too. We're all always together.
She's wearing me down.
June places her hand over mine on her stomach.
I swear, she's more active than the twins.
To prove her mom right, our baby girl gives an impressive kick. So I take it this'll be our last one, then. I suppress a smirk, knowing it won't be the last one.
Never.
June gives me a playful smack on the shoulder. I won't lie. I was freaked the fuck out when June came up pregnant with twins. I wasn't sure how to handle one baby, let alone 2. June makes being a mother look easy. It helped put me at ease. I wasn't half bad at parenting either. I even realized I wasn't a terrible cook. Once I slowed down with my work life, I had a chance to try things I'd never done before. Sometimes, you have no fucking clue what you're missing until you get a taste of it. You know how much I love you, I brush my mouth against hers. I don't want to think where I would be in life right now if June hadn't come along. I do. She smiles up at me. That's all that matters. The sound of a blender turning on with a small scream, followed by giggles from our girls, fills the house. My days of quiet are long gone. I wouldn't have it any other way.
This recording of Catching